Hi everyone. So this class is for a special friend. I'm doing a small package for her, but actually I thought that this class will be useful for a lot more people, so I will share it on the channel as well. And it's a class about hips, and but beyond the hips, is a class for all those people who feel that when they go to yoga or they go to Pilates and people say, yes, it's beginner's class, and you still feel that it's so much that it's okay. You know, I remember I went to a strength class that was beginners, and there were a lot of people who couldn't do half of the exercises. And they felt quite frustrated because if they couldn't even do a beginner's class, they didn't imagine how it would be to do something else. So these 15-20 minutes is going to be about like beginners level. Basically what I will do for my mom, or what I will do for a lot of people who have never done yoga and are now into kind of their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and mobility isn't what it was when you were younger, and it's more difficult to find change. So we're going to focus on the hips, as I said. But the first thing, and I find is quite interesting, is a lot of people don't have that much mobility into their wrist and their forearms when they're beginners. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our knees underneath our hips, our hands underneath our shoulders, and we're just going to come forward and then back, and then forward and then back, and forward, then back. Try to go a lot forward and back. Try to go to your maximum forward, bring the belly in, push into the mat. 3, 2, 1, release. Bring your hands looking towards the side of the wall and start coming side to side. Fingertips looking to the side. I'm going to give you a side view. Move side to side. If you find a little bit more of flexibility, you can bring your wrists together. Now start making small circles around. 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and then other side. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Nice. Release. Release. Come into the tip of your fingers. Press. Bring a little bit of weight into your arms. Press into those fingers. Strengthen your fingers, your fingertips here. Beautiful. Bring your hands down. Hopefully they're a little bit warmer now. Tuck your toes. We're going to move back into child's pose. Then from here, we're going to push into your hands and try to bring the knees up a little bit. And try to keep pushing away. Then now start to really slowly extend the legs. They may not extend all the way. They may be here. They may be lower. Doesn't matter. Keep thinking about pushing with the arms. Make it a strong line, a big straight line into your back. Keep the knees bent as much as you need, the heels up as much as you need. Just push, focus on pushing, look in between your hands. Keep pushing, and slowly lower. We're going to do it one more time. Press into the mat, engage the back. You have a lot of muscles in the back, it's not only your arms. Press back, knees slightly up. Now try to get the legs a little bit straighter, little bit. Push, 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 push with your hands. Look in between your hands. Maybe your legs get straight all the way. Maybe they don't, but maybe they go a little bit straighter. You're trying to bring your heels down, but if they are not there, it's okay. That's okay. Those who get a lot better in yoga and a lot better in the poses, we just start to become lazy because it becomes easier for us. So think about this moment of your life in which you're not able to do a lot of things, about saying that you're actually a lot stronger than those people because you have to use a lot more of your body to achieve the same result. Slowly bring the knees down. Coming to the tip of your fingers, release a little bit of tension from the wrist. Now, your hands facing up into the ceiling. If you need to bring the knees a little bit closer because it's a bit too much, just do so. Slowly, really slowly roll your hands. Fingers facing towards your knees as much as possible. It may be that you only come kind of halfway through, doesn't matter again. Let's start going forward and back, forward and back, and forward and back. For 3, for 2, and 1. Now move to the back. As much as possible, lift a little bit the heels of your hand, your wrist. Stay here, feel the extension into the front, or basically to the back of your forearms. And release. Nice. Now your hands are down. We're going to start with the hips. Ready? Once again, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Really bring your belly in, engage your belly. This, especially if you have lower back issues, bring your right knee out of the mat. Then you're going to start just going to the side. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Other leg. Lift the left knee. Engage the core. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Take a rest. Keep the toes tucked, or take the toes towards your knees. You're going to once again lift the right knee. Move back just slightly, especially if you have lower back issues. I'm going to ask you to really press into the mat, engage the core. Then bring the leg up, but only as much as you feel that your lower back stays engaged. So the moment you start losing it and doing this, and you stop. It has to be here for your core to be engaged. This is where you are. Go as high or as low as you need. Think about the heel pushing into the ceiling. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the knee down. The other knee goes the same way. Engage your core, engage your chest, press into the mat. Knee to the back. For 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Come and try to sit into your toes. It's called toe pose. Maybe if your last 2 toes are not into the mat, maybe bring them in. We're going to try to stay here for about 30 seconds. It's a really good exercise to open the back side of your body. posterior side. Hold as long as you can and as you need. Whenever it feels that it's a lot, because at the beginning it feels like it's a lot, just move forward and tap. If you need to do these a lot of times, you do that a lot of times, and then you go back to it. Then you last not 1 second, but you last 2 or 3. Then you move here, then you tap. Then maybe next time you last 1, 2, or 3 seconds, you last 5. Just keep doing it. Now hold here for another 20 seconds. If you need to go back and keep tapping and keep tapping with the toes and then go back, just do it. You're gonna stay with me, close your eyes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands forward, tap your toes. Last pose, tap your toes. Find your downward facing dog, even if it's with knees bent. Get long. Bring your leg up, knee towards the chest. You're going to bring your foot as close to the hands as possible. It may come here, that's okay. The secret is not really about the leg. The secret is really about how much you push with the hands. So try to see if by pushing it comes a little bit closer. There's going to be a point in which you're going to gain so much push that is going to come in between your hands, okay? If it comes here, you grab your feet with your hand and bring it forward. Now bring the other feet a little bit closer. You're going to extend both legs into pyramid pose. Find the stretch into the back side of your leg, into your hamstring. Hold here for 3. Hold here for 2. Hold here 1. Slowly move your weight into the front foot. Lift the back leg. Doesn't have to be that much. Make sure your hips are together, and then you open from the psoas. Come as high or as low as you need. Holding here for 3, 4, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Bring both feet to the back. Extend, extend, extend. Downward facing dog. Same thing on the left side. Left foot up. Bring the knee to the chest. Lift your back heel a lot. Release the foot wherever you can, as close to the hands as possible. It comes halfway. Grab your hand. Grab your foot with your hand and bring it in between. Slowly lower here. Bring your back foot a little bit closer. Extend the legs. Pyramid pose. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move the weight into the front foot. Lift the back leg. Maybe use a little bit, maybe a lot more. Hold here. Make sure your hips are kind of moving towards each other for 3, for 2, 1. Release your back foot. Press your hand. Move your foot all the way to the back. Downward facing dog. Last time. Bend the knees. Push forward into a plank. Bring your knees down. Slowly, really slowly bend the elbows. Really slowly. Use the strength of your arms. Release your chin and your chest in between your hands. Stay here and do this kind of puppy pose. Ashtanga Namaskar. Supported pose. You cannot be here if this pose is painful for you, but you're going to go. What you're going to do is you're going to move back into your child's pose, bring the elbows down, Then you're going to slide through. Then use your hands to push yourself and come sliding up. For 3, for 2, 1. Release down, tap your toes. Move yourself back into child's pose. Untap the toes or keep them tucked, whatever you need. Bring your hands, bring your legs together, and stay here into small meditation for only 10 seconds. Look at a point in front of you. Hold. Slowly release. Hands to the front. You have the toes tucked. Tap. Cross the legs into the back. Seat. Find yourself into sitting position. If this is the morning, I'm going to suggest you bring your feet very close to your buns. Then just lift, opening your chest a little bit, and then down, then lift, and then down for 5, lift, down, lift, down, and lift, down. Extend the legs, send your hands forward. Doesn't matter if they come only here. Try to keep the chest open. Hold 5, 4, chest open, 3, 2, 1. Slide in your hands. Make sure there's enough space at the back. Slide in your hands on either side of your body. Start to move your back slowly down, vertebra by vertebra, and release. Stay here for another 20 seconds.